Good morning. Ben, are you going to come and say hi? Oh, my decks are in the way. Here he is. Say hi to everybody, Ben. Your fans out in TV land. Not TV, but whatever. Anyways, welcome. I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether you are in a relationship or in a relationship with yourself. I hope you did something wonderful and kind for you. All right, moving on in the month of February. So much to think about, so many new things slowing down a little bit between the month of winter, or the season of winter, and also really looking at where we're at in the big scheme of things. I hope you are in a place that your family is healthy, and pretty soon, another month, we'll be doing spring cleaning or some form of it, whether you know it or not, cleaning out all the germs and everything that we've held on to over the months. And I think it's time for us to change the way we look at things. This is a time of, so much has happened since COVID and everything over the last few years, that it's easy to get swept up in worry and fear and lack and all of that. And this beautiful message from Mother Mary telling us to hold the light, to hold our frequency, because as we lower our frequency, and we already know that fear does that, right? When we're in a place of fear, we lower our vibration and our frequency, and then we start trying in all these other things that aren't necessarily positive in our life. So what I want to say to you is, this is the time to reset. Love yourself enough to reset, to be hopeful, to have these positive thoughts of things as we move forward being different, hopefully, okay? And even if they don't end up being different, which is not what I believe, but at least we can be in a place of saying, I did my part, right? I held firm. I'm creating some positivity in the world. I'm giving people more than I'm taking. And as we move forward in the days ahead, I think it's really important for us to be looking at that. At the end of the day, am I happy with myself? Have I given more than been in the negativity of things? Where am I at? And really looking at that, and how maybe I could have showed up in a different way or handled something a little bit different. Vibrations are just getting so tricky these days, as we are so open. And I know most of my audience is, that would be drawn to me. There's so much here that we need to look at differently and really be in a place of vibrational match to things. I just wanted to turn the label around for some reason. So remember that. One of the ways that we can do that is using really good sprays or essences or oils that keeps our frequency up, because everything has frequency. I had to cover Ben's little face here as I'm spraying around me. Oh, there he goes. He's got to go over there now. He does not like scents or sprays, right? We know that animals can smell so much deeper than we can. And this is Archangel Michael spray. So I'm going to put it over. The sprays, the essences, the flower essences, the oils will all help you. And I think we need all the tools we can get right now, right? So we want to be in this place of being able to use our frequencies and use them wisely. I also feel that, it's so interesting as we move forward and we all become a little bit more sensitive to vibration and energy. And I was around some people yesterday that aren't, and this isn't a judgment, it's just an observation. I was around a bunch of people at an event that had nothing to do with spirituality or whatever. And I haven't been around, I don't want to say those people, but those people. I haven't been around people that are asleep for a long time. And I was around people that were very asleep. And it's so different, right? And I'm sure, like, go to a wedding, go to a shower, go to something that, you have no control over who's there. And boy, you can feel the difference. I was sitting at a table with people complaining. And God bless them, they have things going on in their life. And I was trying to hold my frequency. And I'm like, nope. I go in, I put up my protection, I'm holding my frequency, I'm doing it till I'm not doing it anymore. There were so many people, everybody else at this particular table, and I know none of them watch my channel, so I can say this as a learning, right? I want to give it to you as a learning guide, is that when I'm in that place, and I feel like, God, I could have used backup. I wanted to call in the angels, and I did, but I think I waited too long. By the time I came home, I felt physically ill. I felt that I thought I was getting sick because I felt so depleted and just sick to my stomach and everything. And what happened was I had to come home and shower and get all the energy, wash my hair, and I actually had to sit in silence. As I'm saying that, there's a frequency going off in my ear. And again, I don't see it as judgment, as we were all there at one point. So I had to sit in silence just to get my own energy back again, and I held it for quite a while. But then all of a sudden I felt the tables turning, and it was like I was literally getting sucked dry. Like everybody was plugged into my energy, and I was like, it felt like that witch on the Wizard of Oz, shrinking. I could feel it happening, right? I'm sure all of you have had times like that where you felt it. And it was really, really hard to try to hold the energy. And then what I said, okay, I did my best. I tried to shine my light out. They weren't having any part of it in whatever way, God bless them. And instead, I got sucked. So that was my cue to leave. Exit stage left, right? So I got up and I left, but it took me a few hours to get my energy back. And I've been doing this work a long time, folks. So I work with energy and everything, but yes, someone could say, well, they needed your light and whatever. Okay, I'm all about that, but not to the point that it's draining me. So remember this. That's the point I got up and left. No one's telling us we have to be a martyr. We go in these places because our energy is needed sometimes. But, it's so funny because I'm so not, even my clients aren't like this, right? And it was just so bizarre to hear what people, I'm going to say in the real world, but it's the not so real world, in the illusionary world, talk about and gossip about. I was just like blown away, like, where have I been in the last 30 years, right? It's like, whoa, it's like I landed on a different planet, and I'm like, wow, this is how people are. So remember, I guess I needed the reminder of looking at things differently and remembering there's still a lot of people asleep out there. So we have to pray, we have to send the angels, and it's their choice with free will whether they wake up or not. But do take care of yourself. And just me being in the quiet space of nothingness, I was able to get my light back. So let that be a reminder to you. And I know sometimes you have no choice, right? If you're traveling and you're sitting next to somebody that may not be awake, and you start to feel that you, oh, I always panic because I'm, I'm a bigger person and you're sitting almost arm to arm, and I always have to keep protecting and reinforcing. But if these are people you love that maybe are not awake, they know how to get in, right? So just a lesson for all of us around that. All right, we're going to the fairies, healing with the fairies. Fairies, what do you have to tell us today? Master creators, fairies and divas, and this is for the third Sunday and beyond. Let's do it this way. Oh, inner power. So isn't that a reminder of what I just talked about? To me, as I'm looking at this, it's like a total reminder. And it's interesting. Let me show you the card. This fairy is on the moon, and she's holding a star. And to me, that star is the reminder of our light. My light started out like this and then got sucked and sucked and sucked until it was a little spark. And to me, this is where we go to replenish after. So we have inner power. You can either let people take it away, or you can get in touch with who you are. Then we have beauty. I love this. As I look at this card, it's a reminder of self-care to me, because she's stroking her hair and she's really taking care of herself. She looks beautiful. So it's a reminder always to have our self-care. And then follow your dreams. She's sleeping with the angels and cherubs and a beautiful swan around her. So she's dreaming her ideal life into being, is what I'm feeling of this. So here it is. Follow your dreams, what feels good, and that's another lesson about what I was just talking about. What doesn't feel good, stop doing it. Okay, sometimes we don't have a choice. If it's a family member and they're sleeping and you have to go to a function and be with them, but you can control how long you stay there. All right, inner power. You are now allowing yourself to experience and express your true power. The fairies ask you to affirm, it is safe for me to be powerful. You have within you all the power of the universe. No one is more powerful than you. As a spiritually minded being, it's impossible for you to misuse your power. Your guides will bring you opportunities to use and extend your power in ways that bring great blessings to you and the world. Heaven needs the light workers of the world, including you, to realize and utilize your power. By drawing this card, you're being asked to release any fears you may have about being powerful. You're asked to keep your self-esteem high by honoring yourself, taking excellent care of your physical and emotional self, working on your dreams and aspirations, spending time in prayer and meditation. The higher your level of self-esteem, the more comfortable you will be with your power. It's safe for me to be powerful. I have all the power in the universe flowing through me and supporting me. I should have had that affirmation with me. It's like I was good for a couple hours, but it's funny, there had to be 100 people there, and I felt like I was the only, maybe there were others, but I felt like I was the only one awake, and everybody was just draining. So there we are. The next card was beauty. Appreciate and amplify your natural attractiveness. Your beauty is most apparent when you're happy and satisfied. We all find our little imperfections we don't like about our body or our face or our hair or whatever. And I like this, that be happy with what you have, right? We are all attractive in our own unique way. Part of self-esteem is appreciating how wonderful you truly are. Never put yourself down. Always think your self-loving thoughts about your body, your face, your hair, and your weight, every inch of your physical self. Tell yourself positive affirmations such as, my inner light radiates through every pore and cell of my body, and everyone is attracted to my inner and outer beauty. Invest time and money in services that make you feel wonderful. Massages, manicures, facials, and pedicures. Well, we're all going to be getting into that season, ladies. Getting our feet done. Soaking in a tub or getting a new hairstyle. Spend time in meaningful ways that make you feel joyful, and you will glow with attractiveness of a true happy person. My inner and outer selves are radiantly attractive right now. I love my beautiful self. You know, they talk about the bath. That is my sacred place. I bring in candles, I bring in crystals, I bring in oils, I bring in bath salts. And I could be in there for hours in meditation, in my own little ritual. And I know many of you like to do that as well. All right. Follow your dreams. Meditate on your heart's desire. Rearrange your schedule so that you're spending time in ways that are truly meaningful to you. I've had to do that over the years because my schedule gets so crazy busy, as most of you know, that I actually have to put in the schedule, meditate, go for a walk, have lunch. And it's helped tremendously because if I don't put it in there, somebody goes online and books an appointment in the empty spot, and then that's it. Sometimes it's difficult to know what you truly desire. You have so many outside influences as well as personal fears tugging at you, demanding, pay attention to me. You wait for a free moment that you could devote to your dreams and aspirations. Yet that moment never seems to arrive. I swear I've had to go in and do that with the calendar, because if I don't, next thing I know, people only see what's open. They don't see you have 8 other people that day. So the fairies ask you to take charge of your schedule. There you go. First, they ask you to meditate on your heart's desire. Make a list of 5 priorities in your life. Then write down a schedule in ink so that you'll spend the necessary time engaged in these activities. It's not important that you specifically do what you do during these times. What's most important is that you invest time and energy in which makes you happy and fulfilled. Affirmation. I deserve the best. I take charge of my schedule and my life. I like that. I take charge. Because if we don't take charge, the universe will keep showing you that we're putting out energy, and that's it. Next card from Denise Lynn, Nature Spirits. What do we need to know in this up and coming week? Ancestors. Boy, this seems to be coming up all over the place. I know I'm doing a lot of ancestors work that opened the door a while ago. And when I had a session with a shaman, and she opened the door to the ancestors with me, and now everything is ancestral trauma and issues I've had in my body that are, a piece of it is purging for the ancestors. So look at that card. And you know, I know I was guilty of that, not paying that much attention to the ancestors. This is important, right? This is a time when we're clearing for the ancestors, and what we clear. Yeah, it may be hard, it may be difficult to do this shadow work that for ancestors that didn't get a chance to finish clearing it up. But what we clear for our children or future generations. Why not? Why wouldn't we do that? And even in human design, many of you know I do human design charts and love human design that shows you what your life path is and all of that. Now I'm getting in to learn about where the ancestors show up in these charts and all of that's very interesting. But that's a whole study in itself. Okay, so let's look. What does she have to say? Wisdom is blossoming. Even if there are unsettling situations in your life, there's a reason for it. Much good will occur as a result. Your ancestors are sending you incredible support to fulfill your dreams. Be aware of the coincidences, signs, and synchronicities around you. Watch for messages from your forebears. No matter what's occurring on the surface of your life, what prayers are being answered in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. So remember, there's the positive that comes out of our support from the ancestors, but there's also what I said about us doing something for them. It's almost like when we work with the masters. We're their hands and feet, and they give us other things. Same thing with the ancestors. Imagine, oh wait a minute, sorry, wrong page. Your native spirit wants you to know there's wisdom that dwells deep within your cells. That's a spiritual bequest from your ancestors. This wisdom has come not only from your forebears' joyous, carefree times, it has also bloomed from their failures, deflated dreams, and seemingly wrong turns in life. Part of their message to you is to cherish every experience, for all of it will deepen your wisdom, compassion, and understanding as it did theirs. Also know that there's an innate wisdom within you always. It's simply a matter of turning within in order to access it. Native people always call on their ancestors for support. To ask for their help is to walk the native path. Sometimes you may be so focused on what's outside you that you forget that wisdom is available to you from the spirit of your ancestors. Be willing to ask, for they want to support you. Well, that's a big one. Nope. Okay, we've got 2 by Colette Byron Reed coming up. This one is The Wisdom of Avalon. Up and coming week, 3rd Sunday in February and beyond. Ooh, the dragon. Power and strength. I love dragons. Love, love, love them. I am a dragon in Chinese New Year. And dragons are so powerful. Then this says power and strength. And when I look at the dragon, to me, it represents that bigger part of us that's fully protected, fully powerful, fully knows what to do. And every time I see, even if it's a Disney movie with a dragon in it, it's so exciting to me. And then I've rewatched Avatar a few weeks ago, and to see where they get to choose their dragons, I'm like a little kid inside getting so excited about that. So let's see what she has to say. The dragon comes to offer you its power and strength to protect and fortify you on this leg of your journey. The dragon symbolizes true power and reminds you that this infinite source is not found within your personality or ego. True power resides deep within your soul. Call on the dragon's spiritual power and strength, and you will find a vast resource to strengthen your resolve through integrity and purpose. If you're struggling with these issues, the dragon will restore them to you. Remember that the power of the spiritual world can never be broken, and true strength is found within, not in the outside world. Never mistake a gentle man for a weak one. Watch for a signal. The dragon always makes the next step clear, and it gives you the power to take it. Love that. So I don't think we have to worry. This is a good omen for this week. And the last card is from Wisdom of the Oracle. Oh, allergies. I'm all stuffy today. 3rd Sunday in the week beyond in February. No place like home. Boy, can't you just, they made that so famous in The Wizard of Oz. You just want to click your little red ruby slippers. I don't know if I showed you the dragon. Sorry. That's the dragon. And no place like home. When I look at this, it just feels, it's interesting because the home or the house is way up in the air on like one of those plant hanger hooks that curl around. And so to me, this is saying that home is in your heart. And it's also the place that we go to that feels safe to us. So regardless of what she has to say, because this is up in the air, it's like it's safe and protected. It's in here. It's not just the energy of your house and what you create inside. All right, let's see what she has to say. Authenticity, coming home to yourself. Yeah, to me, that's the heart. Feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. Then hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. In the house of your spirit and spirit. Okay, gotcha. So, looks like an interesting week. We have to remember to hold our power, and it is within. Nobody can take that from you. And taking care of ourselves and feeling okay that we're doing the best we can in terms of what we look like and what we feel. And we're dreaming again because we're getting ready. Another month we'll be going into a new cycle of the year, spring, and calling on the ancestors and the dragon for help. So if anything difficult arises this week, you got this. You got your dragon and you've got your ancestors, and remembering there's no place like home. For me, it's there's no place like home, spirit here, and we bring that energy here. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful week. And 2 shouts out, one to Corona. Thank you so much. I love my necklace you sent me and my bracelet. Today I have other earrings on, but love those too. And thank you to each and every one of you that keep Ben in your prayers about his little tumor thing on his leg. I appreciate all of you so much. Mwah! Have a wonderful week.